And welcome back, guys. I'm your host, Keyblade Kyrie 2010. Today we're doing another cosplay tutorial. This time around we're doing another school anime, and it is, this time around, a gambling anime. It is called Kakegurui. I do not know how old this anime is, but I do recommend this anime for those of you that are interested. It is on Netflix. And we're doing two cosplays, of course. Yumiko is the dark-haired gal, and we're doing Mary, who is the blonde-haired gal. So this time around, I ordered this cosplay off of Amazon, and I believe the costume was like about $30, maybe $40. They asked me what my size was and everything, so I had to do some measurements. Most cosplays that you do order offline, make sure you do measurements that it's gonna fit. So we have my wonderful leggings, which our lovely Yumiko actually wears underneath her skirt. So we have another cheaters bow tie type deal. It's just part of the uniform that they have. It's just two black pieces that are crisscrossed with a button in the middle. So but yeah, this cosplay I got about last year, but I wanted to make sure that I could do the other character that I like as well, which is Mary, but I also wanted to do the other gal from the series as well, and she's a little bit crazy, and she's got an eye patch, and she wears a bit like a blazer type type shirt over the top of the white shirt, and I just don't wanna. I currently right now don't have the money to actually do said cosplay right now. So, but yeah. So the skirt is a bit off in color. It's actually supposed to be a darker plaid, unfortunately. So if you are looking for this cosplay, make sure that it is accurate. I thought when I originally bought this that it was that color, but then I went back on Netflix to watch the series again, and it turns out that it is darker. So make sure you double check if you are looking for accuracy of the costume. So last year I also, with the new con that has come out, we have a con called Black Hills Con, and we rebooted the old con, which I'm so happy about. I got to help run a panel with some of my friends, and it was the Kakegurui panel. I was the main character, Yumiko, and yeah, so those pictures will be at the end, so you guys get to see those photos as well. So this is the wonderful blazer, and it has pockets, guys. It's always awesome to have pockets in a blazer or a costume in general. So it's just your standard red blazer. I did have to fix both of the buttons on this costume, and I also had to sew down the little lips on the corner of the jacket right there that I am tugging at right there. I had to sew those in because they just kept flopping up, and no matter how many times I ironed them down, they just wouldn't stay down. So I just took one of the corners and I sewed it to the jacket. So, but yeah, this is pretty much the whole entire costume. Keep in mind, we're not doing any makeup. I only do costume tutorials so you guys can see what the costume is, and I give you a rough estimate if you want to buy the costume, or if you want to make the costume, you can see what the costume looks like. So, yeah. I also did some props for the character as well. So I did cards that I glued together with hot glue. Unfortunately, the queen is falling off. And I also got some chips, and I glued those together, but the white one also fell off. So these are just props that I ended up making, thanks to one of my friends for getting me a deck of cards and stuff like that. So This little thing is a wonderful thing called a tag that basically tells the person how much money you owe somebody. It's part of the anime. If you are a boy and you wore this, then you would be called Fido. If you were a girl, you would be called Mittens. And for those that wear the tag, they get treated really badly. They really go through a lot of heartache and stuff like that until they pay off their debt. And once their debt is paid, nobody can pick on them. So it's interesting to have that, and I believe I got that off of Amazon. It's plastic, it's a hard plastic. I believe I got it off of Amazon for like $12, maybe $20, I want to say tops, but I think it's about that ballpark range. That piece I actually had to buy separate from the costume itself because the costume did not come with this. Good luck finding the whole entire costume put together. So this lovely piece is called a wig grip. I actually have two of these, one that is a blonde and the black one, and those I bought together for $10. It came in a pack of two. So this is good for your heavier wigs. I will say though, you want to be careful with how tight you put it around your head, because I have come across where I've gotten a little bit of circulation cut off to the top of my forehead and I got all tingly, and then I would pull it all off and then a rush of pain would be coming after I pulled everything off. So be careful with those wig grips and stuff like that. So unfortunately, my wig needs a little bit of love because of the fact that I unfortunately did some TikTok videos with this wig and I just put it off combing it. Y'all know my feelings on long wigs. I hate long wigs. I prefer short wigs, but I guess beggars can't be choosers, and yeah, you just get what you get. So, but I did personally cut these bangs. I'm pretty proud of these bangs. Super excited that my first time ever cutting a wig. Make sure you know what you're doing when it comes to cutting things and stuff like that. So, because the bangs came all the way down past my eyebrows and into my eyes, so I had to cut the bangs for this one. So, it was my first time ever cutting a wig, but yeah, this wig needs some loving. I feel kind of bad that I let it go a little bit. So I'm singing as I usually do in the videos and all that. So I'm going to be doing some poses for both characters in this video. Yumiko's a little bit more of a psychopath type deal, so you're gonna see me doing crazy looks. She likes putting her hands close to her face. She basically gets off on gambling. She's a bit of a psychopath. She loves the risk. She likes taking risks, even if it means losing. She doesn't care. If you don't play the game right, then she gets kind of bummed out. And if you're cheating, she'll figure out how you are cheating and call you out on it. So this wonderful set was given to me by a friend of mine. We found it at a thrift store for like $5, and it's just chips and cards. Unfortunately, I had to replace one of the cards because there were missing a set of cards, so I just bought 2 new cards because I couldn't find an exact copy of the deck of cards. So no, Yumiko does not carry around a suitcase and all that, but she does carry around a school bag, and yeah, so, but yeah, now I'm just showing off some crazy poses for Yumiko and how she is she really pushed me to my limits of how crazy can I get. Can I actually get psychopath crazy looking? And I hope I pulled it off well. I really hope I did. She laughs a lot and stuff like that, and her famous line is, "Let's get our gamble freak on!" Yeah, that type of thing. I hope I did her voice justice when I did cosplay her and stuff like that. So next up is the lovely Mary. Now this wig I actually bought off of Wish for like $13-14, I want to say. The other wig I want to say I bought for like $20 on Amazon itself. You can tell where I buy some of my stuff. Like some of my accessories I'll buy off of Wish, but you want to be careful with Wish because it's a hit or miss with some of the stuff that you end up buying off of Wish. I did buy my entire cosplay of Ouran High School Host Club from Wish, and that turned out fantastic. But sometimes you want to be careful. Make sure you're reading the details in the comment section, obviously, on all that. If they're taking pictures and posting them with the comments, take a look at those. So make sure it's what you think it is. So, and this wig obviously has 2 attachments. It comes undone. That's how most ponytails work for wigs. So her wig is supposed to be a little bit longer in the front area. You'll see me tug at 2 pieces on the side of my head. These 2 pieces that I'm tugging on right now are supposed to be a little bit longer for her, but you get what you get. And next I'm gonna put these lovely hair pieces in because she's got black ribbons in her hair. But this wig, I am actually thinking about possibly redoing my Lollipop Chainsaw cosplay now that I have a proper wig for her. And I have, thanks to a wonderful friend of mine for helping me revamp the cosplay to the point where I am super happy of how the costume looks. But unfortunately, if I do redo that cosplay tutorial, I would have to wait on getting a new chainsaw because this chainsaw that I currently have is totally falling apart, unfortunately. So I am thinking about doing not really a cosplay tutorial, but a tutorial on my drag king. I also have my Pride Queen as well, and also my other queen that I also have. So if you guys are interested in seeing my OC looks for a tutorial, or maybe just to see my OCs that I have made over the years as a tutorial, I would totally love to do that. I could put all 3 of them in a video, but their main looks are really cool, but I could do other looks for them in the future as well. But who knows? I'm just curious. So I'm having a little hard time tying these lovely bows on my head. Unfortunately, I can't see it very well, and I keep looking at the camera trying to see if I can see it. So I try to size it up and make sure that they're long enough, because she does have very long ties in her hair. And then I realized later on that I didn't buy enough of the spool. The spool that I actually bought was like, I want to say $2 from Walmart. But yeah, the second one that I do is quite longer, so then I go back and I sit there and I'm like, no, I'm gonna switch out the other one, so you're gonna see me do that. But so we're gonna have cosplay pictures of these 2 characters at the end. One of them, some of the pictures were professionally taken by a wonderful cosplay photographer, and he put his watermark on the photos. So go check him out, guys. He is an amazing photographer. And some of them my friends took of me. And then the photos that you will see later on are of the cosplay panel that we did at the new Black Hills Con that we have started. It's no longer called Sodak Con anymore, unfortunately. It is called Black Hills Con now, and I'm so glad that Rapid City, South Dakota has a new con. I am somewhat part of staff, and I feel very honored to be on the board and helping things out. So if you ever end up in Rapid City, South Dakota, and end up seeing one of our flyers and whatnot. We do a con once a year. Hopefully all this COVID-19 stuff will disappear and we can go back to normal and actually start up our second season. Last year was our first time ever actually revamping it, and I'm super excited, so keep that in mind. We are gonna have we do have a Facebook page. It's called Black Hills Con. So on to Mary. Mary is a little bit stuck up. She's full of herself a little bit in the beginning. She does become Yumiko's friend down the road. No, I'm not doing any like spoilers or anything, but yeah, she's a bit crazy too in her own way, but not as crazy as Yumiko is for sure. So, but I want to say thank you to several of my friends for making this cosplay possible with the prop work and whatnot. Thank you so much for just thinking of me randomly, finding something, or knowing that I'm working on a cosplay and they're all like, oh, you know, she's working on this. It's not that expensive. Here you go. I wanted to say thank you so much to the people who have done that for me entirely. You guys are awesome. So for the shoes, you can do normal schoolgirl shoes, or I did boots for both characters. You don't have to. They usually do schoolgirl attire shoes. So, but there they are, guys. Both Yumiko and Mary from the anime Kakegurui. I highly recommend the live action, shockingly, because usually the live action stinks, and the anime itself, and hopefully they come out with season 2, because it's a really good anime. So on to the pictures. I am your host, Keyblade Kyrie 2010. Thank you guys so much for all your support. If you're new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and definitely be safe, guys. And we'll see you in the next cosplay tutorial and video that I do. Keyblade Kyrie 2010 signing out. Game on, gamers, cosplay on, cosplayers. Bye!